Hey, good evening, everybody. It's your boy Johnny Sober. Um, just got back from a peer support group meeting, and the topic of the day was step two. Um, you know, make no mistake, this channel is for anyone who's trying to get sober, regardless if you're in a program or not. Again, eventually, I'd like to grow the platform so we can engage each other and help each other out. Um, yeah, there's something about sharing with strangers, okay, that work. Um, Again, I'm going to reiterate, I don't know anything, okay? Nothing. I have no answers. All right. Like, for the longest time, I tried to be the master of my own universe, and that didn't go so well. And we'll get into that. I kind of want to, that's the other thing. When you go to treatment, you know, you kind of think, oh, you're so different. Like, nobody understands you, Like, there's no way in heck that, like, no, it couldn't have been as bad. Or they couldn't have been as gangster as me. They couldn't have done this as me, Put all that shit aside, man. Um, there were stories in there that, would make you shiver. And, one thing I noticed is that everybody's journey, everybody's story, everybody's pain is different. And if you're out there listening to this, I promise you, I promise you, I couldn't handle whatever it is you're going through. And I promise you, you couldn't handle what I'm going through. And that's just the way it works. Um, and that's the truth. That's what I found. And I think right there, that was the basis of me believing in a higher power. Now, keep in mind that I was raised Christian. I was raised Orthodox Christian, but there's a big difference between living and leading a spiritual life, or Monday to Saturday doing whatever the heck you want, and then putting on your finest outfit and going into church on Sunday. I mean, and then obviously when you leave church, it's right back to the block. I mean, but yeah, that's just a terrible way to live. It's you know, I think for me, I think the part of the hardest part about going to church and was I ain't no saint. How can I keep going back to church? How can I keep going back, to the Lord's house and drink from His cup and eat from His table and leave that place, um, and then go and do some wicked things. Like it was a mind trip, man. Nobody should have to live like that. Like, but that's because you know that's because I was living wrong. Working a peer group, working, going to peer support groups like, and I don't really want to name them anyway. I mean, for most of you people that are out there in sobriety, the groups that exist. I'm an alcoholic and an addict, and for the longest time, it was very difficult for me to say that. Um, it's still difficult for me to say that, but it's true. I am an alcoholic and I'm an addict. Oh man, again, I'm struggling with. Like I'm recording this right now, and I don't even know if I want to put it out. Like I really don't. Today is my 100th day of being clean and sober. And I waited 100 days before I decided to go public for a reason. I wanted to make sure that I was ready. Um, I wanted to make sure that this is something I could commit to, because I wanted to start this channel because I wanted to, not only did I want to document my sobriety, my journey, But I also wanted to hold myself accountable. And really, for me, there's no other way. I mean, doing this is probably the hardest thing I've had to do thus far. Even right now, just sitting in front of this camera talking is is nerve wracking because there's so many thoughts that go through your head. Like, where am I going to be in 4 months? Where am I going to be in 6 months? What am I going to do after my 12 year, my great, my big 1 year? I mean, am I going to fail? And I think fear in early sobriety is quite common. Um, but from what I heard, and if you go to meetings and you actively listen, you can give that fear away. And we'll get to that. I don't want to overload you guys with anything right now. I just wanted to let you know that through the grace of God, my higher power, whatever, I'm 100 days clean and sober, and I haven't, and I also quit smoking, which was one of the hardest things I've had to do. Actually, the whole thing was hard. What am I talking about? Everything was hard from start to finish. Um, it was extremely difficult. I don't know what more I can say right now. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm going to go by the name of Johnny Sober. A lot of my friends and family that are going to see this just appreciate how hard this was for me to even do. And I apologize if I don't seem like myself because anyways, I heard on ChatGPT that after 4 or 5 times, my personality will start to come out a little bit and I'll become a little bit more comfortable. But right now, that's not the case. That's not the case. And I don't know, there's just so many thoughts going through my head here. But you know what? If I do end up releasing this video, I want you to know that I'm going to keep it 100 on this channel. I'm going to keep it really raw. I'm going to check in with you every day. I'm going to have you all hold me accountable to what I'm doing, which is difficult, which is going to be tough because I know there's going to be a few people out there that are going to do exactly that. But, which is a good thing. I was telling somebody the other day that I was planning on doing something like this, and you think you got step one down packed, or you think you completely surrendered. Well, try doing this, because this if I put this video out, that's because I 100%, without any reservation, surrendered. And I hope I put this out. I really do. But today's Saturday evening. I just got back from a peer support group. Tomorrow I'm taking my mom to church, and I'm gonna pray on it. And this channel isn't gonna be about throwing any one particular religion down anyone's throat, by no means. I'm comfortable with anyone out there using the word higher power, Mother Nature, Father Time, God, Jesus, whoever your guy is, whatever it is. I don't care. Whatever works for you. In the end, if you're struggling and this is going to help you in any way, that's amazing. Because right now, being in early sobriety, and if you look at the reflection for today, it was all about doing service work. But I just got out of treatment on December the 10th. So the idea of doing service work this early in my sobriety seems kind of stupid to me. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, no, no, it's not. You do service work by reading, you do service work by, and that's fine. That's just great. I do that, okay? But what can I really do to reach people? What can I really do to help people? This is the only thing I came up with, is maybe by documenting this journey, being 100 will help. And if I do, like, I'm going to do this. Actually, in fact, you know what? I'm going to do this. I will release this video. But you can see the indecisiveness, in early sobriety. It's going to be funny to look back at this if, in 6 months' time and see how terrible I was. Right. But anyhow, okay. I'm going to put this out regardless. I'm going to edit it a little bit and, you know, but yeah, if I fail, I'm going to fail with you. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you. I hope that day never comes. I really do. But man, I just don't know. Like, it's been 100 days, and I don't know for you guys that know anything about this sobriety stuff. They talk about some sort of a pink cloud. You're supposed to, there ain't no pink cloud yet. So, just so you know, you can go 100 days, no pink cloud. It's like minus 17, minus like 38 with the wind chill, and trying to motivate yourself to go to these meetings is difficult on a Saturday night, Friday night, and yeah, I guess I'm doing this too because I'm a bit bored, and I'm gonna need your help. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I'm bored. It's early sobriety, man. Yeah, I'm bored. So anyhow, thank you all for tuning in, and listen, I really appreciate you. And again, to my friends and family, have an open mind when you see this. Understand how difficult this is for me. If I'm going to allow myself to be vulnerable, to really feel, because I don't think I have a third one in me. I don't have a third one in me, man. I really don't. It was my second time going to treatment. Prior to going, I was at a detox center for the first time, which was, oh man, if you've ever been to a detox center, that's a trip and a half right there, man. But that's where I was, just so you know. Like, I said this many times, I'm going to say it again. Alcohol took my mind and my spirit, but my DOC showed me the devil. That's why I know a higher power exists. And on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Stay tuned for the next one.